Octagonal was a racehorse that fans adored. They dubbed him Occy, or the Big O, because he epitomised the spirit of a battler with his signature lunge at the line, their champion giving his all for victory. Octagonal's achievements defined an era of Australian racing, and his legacy will resonate for generations. Bred by Sir Patrick and Lady Hogan at Cambridge Stud, Octagonal was the product of two Hall of Fame legends. His sire was Zabeel and his dam 8 Carat. With that pedigree, Octagonal was destined for greatness. The Ingham brothers, Bob and Jack, paid $210,000 for Octagonal at the 1994 Karaka yearling sales. The racing career began the same year, and it didn't take long for Octagonal to make an impact. He was crowned Australian Champion 2-year-old after winning the prestigious Sires Produce Stakes and finishing a close second in both the Champagne Stakes and the Golden Slipper. Trained by John Hawkes, Octagonal was a striking figure with a rock star presence. He lived up to the champion image during his 3-year-old season in 1995, winning one of Australia's most revered races, the Cox Plate.
The Cox Plate, Mahogany, Octagonal, Octagonal, Mahogany, Octagonal's got his nose in front, Octagonal wins the Cox Plate.
More triumphs followed in the 96 autumn. Octagonal was in dominant form, claiming the Canterbury Guineas, Rosehill Guineas, Mercedes Tancred Classic and Australian Derby. It was an extraordinary 4-race Group 1 winning streak that secured the coveted Australian Triple Crown.
Saintly, and here comes the Big O. Octagonal with the last run at them. Falante, Saintly and Octagonal. They've come away from nothing like a Dane. Saintly and Octagonal. Beedman throwing everything at Octagonal. He gets there. Yes, Octagonal wins the Derby.
Fittingly, the champion 3-year-old and Australian Horse of the Year titles for 1996 were added to the trophy cabinet. Octagonal continued to build on his illustrious record as a 4-year-old, claiming his 7th Group 1 win in the Underwood Stakes. 3 more Group 1s were added in Octagonal's final campaign. It started with the Chipping Norton Stakes, where Hall of Fame jockey Shane Dye changed the strategy.
Daring tactics by Shane Dye. Will they pay off? He's got Octagonal in full flight on the corner, led by a length and a half to Juggler, who's moving to second. Falante third, flat to the boards, and the other two are beaten off. Octagonal first into the straight. He's got a 2-length break on Juggler. Boss goes for the whip on Juggler, who's coming out after Rocky. Octagonal's in front, 100 out. Juggler is trying desperately to pick him up, but bold tactics by Shane Dye are going to pay off, and he pinches the Chipping Norton.
Next, he won the Australian Cup, followed by his final Group 1 triumph. It was the Mercedes Tancred Classic Defence, and a race finish that confounded the commentators.
Into the clear, he's starting to wind up here. He comes, the Big O down the outside. Estadard, Arcady, but Octagonal is getting to them with every stride. Arcady put his head in front. Octagonal is lunging as he always does. Estadard fighting back. Arcady and Octagonal. Oh, Arcady maybe.
That was the People's Champion. Octagonal's last race was in the Queen Elizabeth Stakes. He could only manage second, not that it mattered to the loyal fans who had gathered to farewell him. They still treated the Big O like a hero. Over the course of his career, Octagonal won 14 races, including 10 Group 1s from just 28 starts. His earnings of nearly $5.9 million made him the leading Australian stake winner at the time. Retired to Woodland Stud, Octagonal sired many notable progeny, including the outstanding Lon Rowe, who surpassed his father's record, winning 11 Group 1s and further solidifying the Octagonal bloodline as a dominant force in global racing. In 2012, Octagonal retired from stud duties, and that same year he was inducted into the Australian Racing Hall of Fame. His passing in 2016 marked the end of an era, but his legacy endures. Octagonal's influence on Australian racing was profound. His victories in major races helped elevate racing's prestige, and his track success captured the hearts of racing fans across the country.